What's up, everybody? Today I want to go over what's called the pyramid peak. This picture kind of summarizes it all. So you throw your walls up, you throw your pyramid down, you edit your front-facing wall to have a window, and you peek out of it. This minimizes your chance of being hit. It minimizes the amount of pixels an enemy can see you when you're in a long-range or short-range battle, and it gives you more safety to shoot at them. It gives you an advantage in the amount of vital shots that can be taken from your opponent, and really puts you at an advantage if you have high ground. As you can see here, you're on top of a pyramid, crouched, looking over your right shoulder, looking at your opponent. You can see the opponent in the background, and you're basically taking advantage of the right shoulder dominance of this game. So basically what's going on here is I see my opponents. I want to use this pyramid peak to optimize how much of a character model is showing when I'm sniping at my opponents. So I throw up the walls, throw up the pyramid, edit the wall to put in a window, and I can snipe out of it and give myself an advantage because this is a right shoulder dominant game. So you peek over your right shoulder. So right here, I'm using this pyramid and this wall to show a less exposed character model while sniping at an opponent. And I want to show this in gameplay. This is at 75% speed. You see I throw up my walls, throw up my pyramid. Then what I want to do is edit, put a window in, and then peek out of the window. So this, since this is a right shoulder dominant game, you'll see that I give myself a peeking angle, and this will give me the least amount of visible pixels of my character to my opponents. And so this is what you're seeing from that top level view, but in a gameplay sense. You'll see I just missed that little snipe, but I have such little amount of my body showing that I can shoot freely at my opponent. And you see that my opponents are trying to shoot me, and they can't hit me, so they hit my wall instead. And so I do it again, and this just kind of shows how powerful this is. They couldn't hit me, they shot the window down, and now they have to push in a separate manner. So if we look here, you'll see this is the vantage point that I have from the pyramid peak. And with this pyramid peak, it allows me to have a huge vantage point on basically the whole torso of my opponent and his head, leaving me with a pretty good shot. Even though I don't hit the shot in this instance, I'm lined up here, I'm pretty close to getting a body shot. I just hit the top of that ramp and wall that's sitting in front of him. But the advantage of this peak is valuable nonetheless. And from this angle here in the back, you can kind of see the lineup of the pixels of each of the character models. You can see how much of my character model is exposed versus how much of his character model is exposed, and kind of see where the advantage of this pyramid peak comes into play. So as you can see from this position, the opponent really can't have any view of very many pixels of my character model. And when you get zoomed in, what you can do is kind of see a little bit more of the character, and I'll show that next. And from this perspective, you can see that when zoomed in with the bolt rifle, the opponent can actually see my character model, but the visibility is pretty low because it's a right side dominant peak, and you're still at a very advantaged state because you have a way bigger view and vantage point of the opponent more so than they do. Basically, they only get to see the right side of your face and your right shoulder, and so the amount of pixels that you can hit is very minimal, and also it's not very vital of shots for them to hit. So if they do hit you, it's probably not going to be a headshot. So there you have it. There's everything you need to know about a pyramid peak. You know how to build it, you know why you have a right shoulder advantage when looking through a window built into the wall, you know that you are less likely to be hit by any vital shots from your opponents, and you're going to be able to shoot your opponents more safely when you have high ground. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and retweet if you can.